This video we're going to talk about leveling up your bow skill to 50 for free. Alright, in order to do this you're going to have to go to Riverwood. You can do this right at the beginning of the game. If you watch episode 4 of the Let's Play, you'll see how I got this guy Findel as my follower by following the quest line for him. You can do this right at the beginning of the game, and as a follower you can trade things with him, which is how you do the exploit to get your free leveling for bows. Alright, because he can train you in the bow skill, so you're going to acquire him as your follower, and he is going to be able to train you in using the bow. See, can you train me to use the bow to be a better archer? You say, yes, I can. Alright, and then once he does that, you pay for the leveling.
I'll show you what I know.
And he will show you what he knows. Alright, now as a trainer, he is a common trainer. He's not a master level trainer, so he can only level you up to level 50. So this is how you get to 50 very quickly at the beginning of the game. This will give you that ranged combat very early, alright, which is awesome. Alright, so I've already used this and got up to level 5, or 5 points of training with him. Alright, which is the max that I can get right off the beginning. Alright, now, so I'll need to level up. So I'm going to level up at this point. Alright, and it gives me the, for those watching outside of this, for leveling, this is where you can pick your skill. Alright, at the beginning of the game you got magic, health, and stamina. For this character, I'm going to go ahead and get a little bit more health, because I feel like I'm going to need it. Alright. I'm not really worried about alchemy. I want to do archery. Alright. Now, archery is going to fall under the warrior skill line. Alright. And in order to get any other perks in this skill tree, I first have to pick this one. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. It's going to tell me that now my bows will do 20% more damage. Alright, I'm cool with that. I can level this up to 5 times, alright? But I don't have another skill perk point to pay for it yet. But don't worry, I will soon. Alright.
I'll show you what I know.
Alright, so here we go with the exploit. Alright, he's going to show me what he knows. Alright, obviously I don't have very much gold, so this may take a little bit. Alright, there's one. Alright. Now, I could level up at this point, but that's a bad idea, guys, because I'll lose out on 4 for this one particular level, so I don't want to do that. Alright.
What do you want me to carry?
And what I want to do is I'm going to take all his stuff this time. Alright. All of his stuff. So now I have all of his gold, too.
I'll show you what I know.
Good.
What do you want me to carry? I'll show you what I know.
Alright, there it is. My archery is already up to 30 at this point. Alright. And all I'm doing is I'm asking him to train me, and then once I pay for the training, the gold that I paid for that training goes into his inventory, and then when I tell him I need to trade some things with you...
What do you want me to carry?
I can take my gold back that I just spent on the training. Alright, and it works over and over again, all the way up until he can no longer train me. Alright, so bam. Get some more health going. Alright. Now, with archery, I like to be able to use this zooming aspect of it, so I'm going to go ahead and take the eagle eye perk. Alright, so now when I block, it's going to zoom in with my bow, which allows me to make some more precise shots. Alright.
You lead, I'll follow. I'll show you what I know. What do you want me to carry? I'll show you what I know. What do you want me to carry?
Thanks.
I'll show you what I know. What do you want me to carry?
Take this gold.
Lead up.
Alright. Go ahead and level up again. Alright, but I'm going to stay in archery, alright? Because if we're going to do this, I'm going to go ahead and max out what I can with archery. Alright? Now, while my bows are currently doing 20% more damage, if I go ahead and take this one, it's going to go ahead and give me 40% more damage. But before I do that, I want to go with the critical shot, because if there's a 10% chance, even a 10% chance, I can land a critical shot with my bow. When I use the bow, I want to take that because I'm using the bow for my ranged combat whenever I do later fight dragons, because I want to have access to something that I can shoot those things while they are in the sky. Alright, so taking my critical shot. Alright, now it says in order to get critical shot to the next level, I'll have to be at a level 60 in my bow. Alright, now Findel's not going to get us there. Alright, but he will get us to the point where we can have the steady hand perk, which will slow time during our shots, will allow us to do more precise shots because it gives us more time to actually take those shots.
I've got your back.
Good.
I'll show you what I know. What do you want me to carry? I'll show you what I know. What do you want me to carry? I'll show you what I know.
Now, the other thing you need to be aware of is every time you level up your character, the enemies in the game, some of them also level at your same level. This is why using something, leveling with a combat area of a skill is a good thing to do, because even though they're leveling with you, you are leveling something that can take them out just as easily. All right,
I'll
so
show you what I know. What do you want me to carry?
Now, the higher this gets, the more expensive the training gets.
I'll show you what I know. What do you want me to carry? I'll show you what I know.
Max that out. Oh, no. And look, I've already earned a trophy. Sweet. Thank you for that. Alright. Take my steady hand perk, which is going to slow time. Alright, so this is the max I get out of Findel for this as well. Alright. Now, I will be able to get this power shot, which is going to allow me to stagger some of the opponents, which will be very beneficial to me whenever I'm going against some people with the bow. Alright, so...
Done. I'll show you what I know. What do you want me to carry? I'll show you what I know. What do you want me to carry? I'll show you what I know. What do you want me to carry? What do you want me to carry?
Oh, snap. I don't want you to carry anything. My bad.
I'll show you what I know.
Yes, you will.
What do you want me to carry?
Show me everything you know.
I'll show you what I know.
There you go.
What do you want me to carry? I'll show you what I know.
Okay.
What do you want me to carry?
Make sure I got my gold back. Alright. So at this point, I've got critical shot, which gives me a chance to a chance to get a critical shot on my enemies, which is great because that's a 10% chance. It's not a great chance, but 10% is better than no percent. Alright. Steady hands mean I can slow time by 25%. When I take the next one, it's going to be 50%. I currently have 20% more damage, but if I take this, I'm going to be up to 40%. And I'm rounding out basically how many perks I have left. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and take the extra damage with the bow, because that's going to be beneficial to me, which is cool.
You lead, I'm right behind you. I'll show you what I know. What do you want me to carry? I'll show you what I know.
Yeah, you will.
What do you want me to carry? I'll show you what I know.
Aim gets all hyped up because you got skill.
What do you want me to carry?
Don't get antsy with it, dude, because if you
I'll
do,
show you what I know.
you can miss out on being able to level this to 50 without basically
What do you want me to carry?
going over your cap. Okay.
I'll show you what I know.
Alright, so there we are. This guy will no longer be able to turn us
I'll
at
head
this
back
point.
home if you need me.
No, hold on. No, not
Divine
yet.
Smile, lead the way.
Don't go nowhere, dude. I think you still got my money.
Still here. What do you want me to carry?
Yeah, you do. Alright. Not to mention, a good thing to have
Lead,
early in
I'll
the
follow.
game is a follower.
I'm right
because
behind you.
you can make him carry extra weight. So
Lead
it's
on.
basically like a pack meal for you. So whenever I go and loot stuff, I have access to be able to make him carry it. Alright, so either at this point I've got one perk left to spin in my bow training by getting it to 50 at this point. So I can choose to go and do 60% more damage each time, or I can choose to stagger an opponent. Alright, 50% of the time that's going to happen on all but the largest opponents. Now this can be beneficial because when you stagger some of these opponents, you really do need that, because that will slow them down and give you a chance to attack again before they can reach you. Alright, especially if you're playing a stealthy type character or a mage type character or anything like that. Having time to recoup will benefit you, so staggering them is a good perk to have, so I'm going to go with that. That gives you some time to work. Alright, so with that, I have leveled my archery skill up to 50 in less than 10 minutes worth of work here. Alright, so right out the game, right off the bat, straight out the gate, I mean, before I even really get into this game, that's a great starting point for any character to be able to do some decent amount of damage. Alright, and at this point, I mean, our character is level 7. That's it. Level 7, and I've already got one skill almost halfway to 100. Alright, that's pretty darn good, especially when archery really is one of the most beneficial skills in this game in regards to keeping you alive. Alright, other things you might want to consider leveling up very quickly is enchanting and smithing if you were looking to build your own armor, which we will a little bit later. I'll show you some exploits and some tricks with that as well, which you will need a follower for, and the good thing is I've got one right here, so that's going to work out well for us. Alright, at this point it's late at night, so there's not a whole lot going on, so what we're going to do is I'm going to go and take advantage of the fact that I've got this guy as a follower. I had that guy as a follower. I don't know where the heck he went. Sometimes he gets lost. There he is, getting lost. And when I got here originally in this, I was given the opportunity to have a key to this particular house, which is Girder's house. Alright, the great thing about that is that means that because I was given the key, I can literally take everything in this house and it won't be considered theft, which means I will not be getting arrested for it. All right, I just have to be careful with what I take, because some items do have are listed as steal, or you can steal that item. All right, and I don't want to steal some of the items. I don't want to steal any of the items because I do not want to get I don't want to, what they call aggro, these people into a position where they will start fighting me. Alright? I'll screw some stuff up. Alright. So I'm just taking everything possible to take from these people.
Make yourself at home.
No problem. I mean, I'm taking everything they have, dude.
I told
I
you
would
my
take the
sister
chair.
would help us out.
If I, yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. You told me she'd hook us up. That's what she's doing. All right. Now you see this shows up in red. If I try to take this, it's going to be stealing, and they'll all attack me. So I don't want to do that. All right. But everything else, shoot, I can take, including the book. All right. If I want to, I could even get in this bed and sleep in this bed, even though he's sitting on it. It's just kind of awkward to do that. Like, dude, I'm the big spoon. All right. So if you were just tuned in to learn how to power level your bow, that section is now
Fight
done.
or die well.
The rest of this is I'm just trying to get some things to sell. I'm going to keep that while I don't want to mess with the mammoth tusk. I don't want to mess with the mammoth tusk because that's stealing. Alright.
Put that down, you mangy cat.
Oh, crap. Alright, so what I need to do is I need to look through and find the item that I just accidentally stole. Alright. Now, in order to find it, let's go to all. Alright. And what I'm looking for is the word stolen to pop up. Where is it? I thought it was a hat, but apparently it's not a hat. Where are you, thing?
I saw you steal. Huh?
Alright, so one of the other downsides is...
I'm glad to help any way I can.
Alright, she chilled out. Cool. Yeah, one of the downsides to this game is if you get caught stealing, then they will attack you,
Make
usually,
yourself at home.
and beat the crap out of you, and then kill you, which is not cool. Alright, so, good thing is I took quite a bit of stuff from that house, and the good thing is that now that I've got this dude as my follower, I can come to his house too, which is right next door, and I can take all of his stuff, which is great. Alright, but it's going to put me in a position here in a minute where I can't carry anything else because I'm going to be I guess you could say encumbered is the word that I'm looking for. Okay, take all this stuff. Even the charcoal. Totally cool with that. Alright. Now, if you are a first-time player and you are going through and looting all this stuff like I'm doing right now, if you keep tapping X very quickly, you can grab stuff very quickly, but you have to be aware that it may pop up to sit down, alright? Which kind of sucks because you go through the animation of sitting down, which was not your intent at all. And then you end up sitting your butt down at the table. And really, there's not a whole lot of stuff in his house that you're going to get in a position where it would be considered stealing. I think there was only one or two items. One item, I think, is what I saw in that the other chest over there. But that's it. And then on top of his shelf up here, he has stuff too. Alright. Cool. And I think that's it. A couple more things. Alright, and with that, we have power leveled our character in episode 5 to level 50 on the bow. We pretty much jacked everything in this entire house. It is 10:39 p.m., so there's no vendors currently available to sell any items to. So we're going to go ahead and crash out here for the night, and I'm going to rest. And the cool thing about resting in this game is it will increase how quickly you can level your character up, because you'll get a bonus to your different skills that you're working on. Alright, I don't want to do 15 hours, it's a bit excessive on the sleep. Alright. You awaken feeling rested. Alright. You can get something called a well rested bonus, which is cool because if you do, then you'll have an effect. See, the rested bonus gives you all skills improve 5% faster for 8 hours. If you happen to get married in this game, then you will get another bonus added to that as well. It's a little bit better. We'll talk about that a little bit later. But as a female character, depending on who you choose to have as your spouse, then that can affect some other things as well, just like when you have a follower. Alright, so we'll talk about that a little later. Alright, for now, that puts us in a position where we can sell some things, which is cool. The other thing we're going to do is we're going to take a look at our weapons we have available to us. The longbow, and we picked up a hunting bow. Alright, it does 12 damage versus the 11 here, so we'll take that extra point of damage, and I'm going to favorite that and get rid of this as a favorite. I'm also going to put a steel sword and a dagger as a favorite for my weapons. So that gives me a dagger, a sword, and a bow. The other stuff I can sell to this dude.
Ain't every day we get blades, helmets,
So we'll go ahead and do
pretty
that.
much anything to suit your needs.
Keep the arrows for that. Alright, you see my speech is increasing. keep all that stuff.
Until next
I'll use
time.
it here in a minute. Alright, go back to the Riverwood Trader. See if I can sell some more stuff to them.
My sister Camilla, right? Some may call this junk.
Alright.
Me, I call them treasures.
So my gold is up to 1,000 at this point, and this dude only has 125 gold to even buy stuff from me. So I'm gonna look, and I want to pick up a spell called Fury. It says creatures and people up to level 6 will attack anything nearby for 30 seconds. So I want that spell. So I'm gonna grab that, and we're going to talk about that a little bit later in episode 6 when it comes to finding the best bow in the game. Hands down the best bow in the game.
I better get back to...
Alright, so I'm going to use this item, this book called Fury, if I can find it. Bingo, there it is. But I'm going to hold off to episode 6 before I do that. Alright, and I'm also going to check on my magic level here and see how much magic I have, so I can make sure I can actually cast that spell. I have 130, so I might need to level my magic a little bit higher before I can cast it, but that's okay.
What a mess.
Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and end this episode here. All right.